40, the number on the back of my jersey that I wore every Friday night. 22, my national ranking for punting my senior year. 6, the number of years that I got to play the great sport of football. And finally, 4, the number of years I got to varsity as a football player for the Quincy High School Fighting Jacks. Now, these 4 numbers basically sum up my high school career. But to me, they represent so much more. They represent the term clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Now, for those of you that don't know this quote, it comes from the hit TV series Friday Night Lights. Before every single big game, Coach Taylor runs in the room and says, "Clear eyes, full hearts," and ecstatically, his team states, "Can't lose." But what does this quote mean? I mean, sure, it has power in itself, but is it applicable to anything off the field? I've pondered this the last few years, and I've realized that it might be more applicable off than it is on the field. For myself, whether it's showing livestock across the nation, being an ambassador for agriculture, or serving you in this blue jacket. So, step 1, clear eyes. We need to see ourselves through the eyes of others, because only then can we make changes to ourselves that we see do fit. Now, life's going to throw at you everything that it has. But at times, we just need to step back, relax, and focus on what's coming next. We need to avoid tunnel vision and focus on the big picture. I truly believe that if we do everything in life with a full heart, that we can accomplish greatness. Now, this isn't something that I always do. After all, I'm not perfect. I tend to be a little more pessimistic person. At times, I stumble over my words. But I enter my everyday endeavors with a full heart. So, we do step 1, we accomplish step 2, bam, we're winners, right? But the funny thing about life is that it can throw us curveballs. And even if we didn't accomplish our task, it doesn't mean that we failed. As we're doing this task, as we gain knowledge and perspective, that's something that we need to be proud of. For you, that's a win. I was fortunate enough in January to go to South Africa and visit the town of Soweto. Within Soweto, we went to this tiny community named Kliptown. Now, these individuals had nothing, but those children, they had some of the brightest smiles that I have ever seen. And even though the kids had clear eyes and full hearts, they just didn't have the materials to succeed. After seeing their living conditions, I thought to myself, failure is my own option. I've had so many people to support me along the way and encourage and guide me that when I fail, it's been my own choice. We played with these kids for hours, but one person specifically stood out to me, and that was Warren Crone from the Montana FFA. Love you too. Even though he was tired and tattered and sweaty, he continued to play with these kids and give them the attention that they so craved. I sat back and watched him, and it wasn't until then that I realized that all the 85 state officers that were there could give these children was love and compassion, but to them, that meant the world. You see, too often in life, our eyes get cloudy. We get greedy with want and possessions. There's times when we need to step back and ask ourselves, is this me? Is this what I want to accomplish? Is this who I am? I've learned that With power doesn't come pleasure. With possessions doesn't come being pleased. Happiness needs to come within. It's up to us to weave through this horribly confusing maze that we call life. Now, I'm still learning, and at my age, I don't know hardly anything about life. But there is one thing that I do know. It's that I believe in you, every single member of Washington FFA. You can succeed, you can make an impact, and we can achieve greatness. All you have to do is have clear eyes, somewhere around 3,000 very full hearts, and I promise you that we cannot lose.